acid forms into oxalosuccinic acid in the presence of an enzyme isocitric dehydrogenase. What is the name of enzyme?
Isocitric dehydrogenase.
Dehydrogenase means an enzyme that removes hydrogens. Since it is removing from isocitric acid, we are calling that enzyme as isocitric dehydrogenase. So isocitric acid, by losing two hydrogens, forms into oxalosuccinic acid. Isocitric acid is a 6-carbon compound. In a similar way, oxalosuccinic acid also 6-carbon compound. There is no change in the carbon structure. Okay? And but those hydrogens that are removed will react with the NAD+. And NAD+ is reduced into NADH+, H+. For reduction of NAD+, it needs 2 electron and 1 hydrogen. That's why we are writing NADH+, H+. So NAD+ is reduced into NADH. Now, oxalosuccinic acid, by losing carbon dioxide, in the presence of oxalosuccinic decarboxylase. D means less, removal. Carboxylase means removal of carbon dioxide. That is from oxalosuccinic acid. Hence, you are calling the enzyme as oxalosuccinic decarboxylase. In the presence of oxalosuccinic decarboxylase, oxalosuccinic acid loses carbon dioxide molecule and forms into alpha ketoglutarate acid. 5-carbon acid. Please remember an important bit here for NEET examination. The only 5-carbon acid formed during the Krebs cycle is alpha ketoglutarate acid. Remaining are either 6 or 4. But the only 5-carbon acid formed is a alpha ketoglutarate acid. Now alpha ketoglutarate acid loses carbon dioxide and also 2 hydrogens, decarboxylase and dehydrogenase combination. As a result of that, alpha ketoglutarate acid forms into succinyl coenzyme A. What is it? Succinyl coenzyme A. Here, 3 important events takes place here. First one, alpha ketoglutarate acid loses carbon dioxide, loses 2 hydrogens, and also condense with coenzyme A. React with coenzyme A. So then it forms into succinyl coenzyme A. And alpha ketoglutarate acid forms into succinyl coenzyme A. Now here, what happens, that hydrogens are reacted with NAD+ forms into NADH. Alpha ketoglutarate acid, by losing carbon dioxide, forms into succinyl coenzyme. Now succinyl coenzyme A is a 4-carbon compound. Succinyl coenzyme A forms into succinic acid. During this process, energy is liberated. That energy is useful to add inorganic phosphate to ADP to form ATP. So when succinyl coenzyme A is converted into succinic acid, 1 ATP molecule is formed in the presence of succinic thiokinase. And succinic thiokinase makes the succinyl coenzyme A into succinic acid. Succinic acid, in the presence of succinic dehydrogenase, loses 2 hydrogens. Loses how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogens. They will react with FAD, not NAD. In remaining all reaction, NAD+ react with hydrogens removed. But here, FAD. So FADH2 is formed. Now, succinic acid is converted into fumaric acid in the presence of an enzyme fumarase. Fumaric acid is converted into malic acid. Succinic acid is. Now, let us see what does happen in Krebs cycle. So, now the first reaction is pyruvic acid. Now, tell me, pyruvic acid is broken down into acetyl coenzyme A. Now, acetyl coenzyme A reacts with the oxaloacetic acid. What is the name of the acid, Amma?
Oxaloacetic acid.
So, it is a 4-carbon compound. It is a
4-carbon compound.
It is a 4-carbon compound. So, pyruvic acid, by losing carbon dioxide and also 2 hydrogens, forms into acetyl coenzyme A. Coenzyme A is added. What is added, Amma? Pyruvic acid, by losing carbon dioxide and 2 hydrogens, taking coenzyme A, will become acetyl coenzyme A. What is the name of the compound?
Acetyl coenzyme A.
Can you tell me acetyl coenzyme A contain how many carbons?
4.
No. Acetyl coenzyme A.
2.
2. Very good. Beautiful. 2. Pyruvic acid contains 3. One CO2 is lost. Means carbon is lost. So then remaining component is 2 carbon compound. That is called as acetyl coenzyme A. So acetyl coenzyme is a 2 carbon compound and oxaloacetic acid is a 4 carbon compound. How many carbon compound you are expecting? Oxaloacetic acid is a 4 carbon compound. Acetyl coenzyme is a 2 carbon compound. They unite it together. How many carbon compounds?
6
Exactly. A 6 carbon compound, namely citric acid. Namely
Citric acid.
is formed. Namely citric acid is formed. What is formed, Amma?
Citric acid.
Citric acid. Now citric acid. What is the first acid formed in the Krebs cycle?
Citric acid.
Hence, Krebs cycle is also known as citric acid cycle. Krebs cycle is also known as citric acid cycle. Krebs cycle is also known as citric acid cycle. And any compound having COOH is known as. Any compound having COOH is known as. Any compound having the COOH is known as carboxylic acid. Monocarboxylic acid. 1 COOH, monocarboxylic. 2 COOH, dicarb. 3 COOH, citric acid is a tricarboxylic acid. Citric acid is a tricarb. Citric acid contains 3 COOH groups. And so that's why citric acid cycle is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. Citric acid is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. So Krebs cycle is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. Sometimes you make a mistake. ఒకసారి మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే క్వశ్చన్ ఏముంటుందంటే ఎస్ఏ క్వశ్చన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ట్రైకార్బాక్సిలిక్ యాసిడ్ ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ అని ఉంటుంది.